Lexie Hull recently looked back on some of the most unforgettable moments she's shared with Caitlin Clark this year. After their very first practice together, she had this to say.
What are your impressions of Caitlin at this point?
She's great. She's a great player, great person. Obviously very hard to defend. So she's bringing a great offensive game to the Fever, and just excited to see how she does.
Neither of them could have predicted that their first meeting would spark a friendship that not only captured the hearts of fans, but also brought even more attention to the WNBA, while their talent on the court is undeniable. What many don't see is just how entertaining their bond is off the court, from spontaneous social media challenges to surprise event appearances. Clark and Hull have created unforgettable moments that leave fans both inspired and laughing now. Let's relive the top 30 times these two stars made us smile. Get ready for a ride filled with hilarious, jaw-dropping, and downright unforgettable highlights. And as a bonus, we'll also break down 5 of their most iconic plays together.
She'll just throw out comments that are just funny. Like, no one else is saying it but Caitlin. At one practice, Christy turns on loud music because I can't remember where we were going, but we knew the arena was going to be loud. And so she turns on this loud music, and Caitlin screams. She's like, "Can someone turn it off? It's giving me a migraine." And everyone's like, what? And Christy reacted and said, "What did you say?" And she repeated it. And all of us were just we were all dying, because if I would have said that, if anyone on our team would have said that and then been asked, "What did you say?" and you repeat it, no one else was repeating it, but she did. And it was the funniest thing. We're all rolling on the ground laughing.
Indiana Fever's dynamic duo. Caitlin Clark and Lexie Hull aren't just making waves with their game, they're redefining what it means to be teammates. With Clark's elite playmaking and Hull's sharpshooting, they've been instrumental in the team's rise, especially alongside key players like Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell. But their connection runs deeper than basketball. There's no rivalry, no tension, just a friendship built on mutual support, laughter, and a shared love for the game. Now, get ready for a compilation of their best moments, from their competitive fire on the court to their playful antics in interviews. Heartfelt surprises and sideline fun that makes you feel like you're right there with them.
Found out we had the #1 pick, and once Caitlin declared, that kind of changed things, I think, for the city a little bit. People were just so excited to come support the Fever. We felt that in our preseason games. We felt that even on draft night. We filled Gamebridge, which felt crazy. We're not even doing anything in Gamebridge, and people are excited to watch.
Are typically expected to stay quiet, observe, and gradually adapt to the pro game. But Caitlin Clark, she had no intention of fading into the background. The moment she stepped into the Indiana Fever locker room, everything changed. While most people only see her jaw-dropping performances on the court, Lexie Hull says there's an entirely different side of Clark that's quietly transforming the team in ways no one expected. Picture this: a fresh out of college Clark walking into a professional locker room filled with seasoned veterans. The weight of sky-high expectations pressing down on her, the spotlight was relentless. The pressure was overwhelming. But instead of just adjusting to the moment, Clark took it head-on and rewrote the script. From the very first practice, her energy was contagious, setting the tone for a team ready to level up. But it's not just the flashy passes and deep threes that make Clark special. Hull has seen firsthand how her relentless drive is reshaping the Fever, not just by elevating her own game, but by pushing everyone around her to new heights.
Guys, during practice, we play against ourselves. But if her team's not winning in a scrimmage or a drill, she's competitive, and she's gonna do everything she can to win. And I think it just shows the type of player she is. If it's not working, she's going to try to figure it out. And you definitely want her on your side.
Play against guys during practice. We play against ourselves. But if a team's not winning in a scrimmage or a drill, she's going to do everything she can to win, Hull explains. That just shows the type of player she is. Something's not working, she's going to figure it out. And you definitely want her on your side. Even the biggest stars face growing pains. Clark had to navigate the transition from college dominance to facing defenders who've built careers around shutting down elite scorers. But instead of backing down, she embraced every challenge, using it as fuel to elevate her game. And what's more impressive, she's not just lifting herself, she's elevating her teammates in the process. She sees the game at a bigger scale. Obviously, with the platform she's created for herself, it's transitioned to the game in a huge way. Asterisk. Hull says, asterisk for me, as a point guard delivering passes that lead to shots. If I miss, she's always the first to say, get the next one. I can count on her to keep me confident and positive. K. That just shows the kind of player and leader she is. Asterisk. Clark's unwavering belief in her squad has created a ripple effect. Suddenly, the entire team is playing with more confidence, more swagger, and a new level of determination, while the world sees Clark as a fierce competitor. There's a lighter, more playful side to her friendship with Hull that fans don't always witness. Kept things the same. Asterisk, Clark replied before adding with a grin, she started hanging out with me more. She's rubbing off on me. As confetti rained down during Clark's Rookie of the Year celebration, one message stood out. From the flood of congratulations, it wasn't from a corporate sponsor or a coach yet, it was from Lexie Hull. Simple yet profound. Her words were a reminder that their bond goes beyond basketball. Built on mutual respect, admiration, and genuine friendship, while the entire WNBA community celebrated Clark's achievement, it was Hull's heartfelt message that truly resonated. In a league filled with competition and high stakes, it was a reminder that the relationships built along the way often matter more than the accolades. When Lexie Hull's birthday rolled around, Clark made sure it wouldn't go unnoticed. As practice ended, the real fun began. Hull says, asterisk for me, as a point guard delivering passes that lead to shots. If I miss, she's always the first to say, get the next one. I can count on her to keep me confident and positive. K. That just shows the kind of player and leader she is. Asterisk. Clark's unwavering belief in her squad has created a ripple effect. Suddenly, the entire team is playing with more confidence, more swagger, and a new level of determination, while the world sees Clark as a fierce competitor. There's a lighter, more playful side to her friendship with Hull that fans don't always witness. Kept things the same. Asterisk, Clark replied before adding with a grin, she started hanging out with me more. She's rubbing off on me. As confetti rained down during Clark's Rookie of the Year celebration, one message stood out. From the flood of congratulations, it wasn't from a corporate sponsor or a coach yet, it was from Lexie Hull. Simple yet profound. Her words were a reminder that their bond goes beyond basketball. Built on mutual respect, admiration, and genuine friendship, while the entire WNBA community celebrated Clark's achievement, it was Hull's heartfelt message that truly resonated.